Hi everyone. Happy Tuesday. It's my second day in a row going live. I got my chai tea, so you guys know that I mean business. It's Manifest with Share Bear time, and I hope the lighting isn't too dim, but as you guys know, I have sensitive eyes to bright lights and I get headaches, so hopefully this will do. Actually it looks better when I move the curtain. Hang on. Getting brighter for you guys. Okay, I don't have a particular topic in mind. I did just post a success story, so I will get into that. It's the last post that I posted on TikTok. I have another success story posted on Instagram. And actually, both of these two success stories are very different. So the one that I just posted on TikTok, the girl literally manifested her person in 4 days. So she had originally booked a session with me a couple months ago. And at the time, her focus was a little bit of SP, but more so her acting career and also her relationship with her parents. So the coaching that I did with her, basically, guys, I want you guys to realize that all manifestations take place the same exact way. And that's the beauty of learning this, and that's the beauty of me teaching this. Because just as you manifest a free cup of chai, and for those of you that know me, you know that I am constantly manifesting free cups of chai and roses. And I will say, when I first started this journey, I literally thought to myself, how am I going to get free chai? Because I only bought it from this one store in my neighborhood, and I was like, how am I going to get free chai? Now it's just part of now I'm like, shit, I'm just the girl who gets free chai. I'm the girl who gets roses all the time. I'm the girl who gets flowers all the time. And that's just who I am. And it's just part of my new self-identity, so it gets pushed out. So just as I decided that I wanted to become that person who's constantly getting free chais and flowers, you can just as easily manifest a person, money, job, a business, career, whatever it is that you desire. So I had basically coached her in the session that the same way that you're doing this, you're going to manifest anything else. And when I gave her the follow-up email, I wrote some SP affirmations in there, and I basically explained to her, if you decide to manifest him, this is what you need to do. It was a quick couple sentences that basically tied it all together, that it's all done the same exact way. Well, she decided, I think it was last week, because she emailed me over the weekend, you know what, I actually do want this guy. And she hadn't spoken to him in months. I forgot how many months, but if you guys look at the success story, I just posted it on TikTok. Sip some tea real quick. But I forgot how many months she hadn't spoken to him. And she was like, you know what, I'm gonna consciously start manifesting him. So what did she do, guys? She started saying a little bit of affirmations about him, but mostly still continue to focus on herself and who she is as a woman in love and relationships. And then, of course, change the story or the self-identity attached to him. And she said after 4 days of doing it, he called her and he was literally in tears, expressing his feelings to her. And another thing, when we were on our session, she asked me what I thought of hookup culture, and I gave her my opinion, which is, okay, actually, I'm not going to give my opinion because I don't want to offend anyone. I don't want to spend the whole live talking about that. But I basically gave her my opinion and told her stay true to herself, that as long as she stays true to herself and in my opinion, I guess that's what my opinion is on it. Stay true to yourself, what makes you feel good as a person. Don't ever sacrifice your well-being, your self-identity, your conception of yourself to please anyone else. And she was very conservative, and I said, you keep staying that way, And it came up, and she wrote this in the success story, it came up that he told her that he loves that about her and he values that about her. So, here, guys, she was a little worried about it, thinking like, what do I do? Should I continue to stay this way or should I change? And I told her, no, you stay true to yourself. You're perfect exactly how you are. Shift into that identity where that's getting reflected back to you. So, lo and behold, within 4 days later, he reached out. And what is she going to do now, guys? What is she going to do different now? Absolutely nothing. She's going to continue to focus on herself, see him as the version that's here now as her boyfriend, and it will continue to get pushed out, guys. And I hate using this analogy because it's so cliche and it's used so much in this community, but we really need to get, like, when I have sessions with people and they're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, and he this and he that, and it's like, girl, get him off the freaking pedestal, okay? And when I say that, it just comes from a place of, like, we have to stop seeing our person or job or money or these things that we want in life as so separate from us, as like things that, like, are so out of our reach that we have to impress them, that we have to be better than the next person. And on that note, I'm gonna get on my little high horse right now and go off on a tangent about how we really need to stop comparing ourselves in this society. Okay, we're literally programmed from the time we're, however, oh my God. I love that trend that's going around about if she's a 10, but she's still a 10. Someone just commented, it was funny. But I'm going to go off on my little high horse right now about how it's so annoying in this society, how we're literally programmed to compete and constantly compare ourselves against one another. Like, I remember being a little girl and, like, being constantly compared, because, like, my brother and sister are a lot older than me, but constantly compared to, like, my cousins. I've spoken about this before. They were really athletic and into sports, and I just wasn't. And I wasn't as athletic as them. I have, like, darker features, like darker hair, darker eyes, more, like, olivey skin, and some of my cousins were, like, lighter eyes, lighter hair, and I remember hearing things from, like, other little kids of, like, oh, your cousin's prettier than you, and things of that nature. And, you know, we're just two totally, completely different looks, and we're both beautiful in our own way. But, you know, the reason why I'm mentioning this is because we're literally programmed in this society from such a young age to compare ourselves. And then you go to school and you're being compared to other kids getting better grades than you. And then you work in jobs and you're being compared to other people that, you know, are doing the job better than you. Then you get in a relationship and you're worried about their ex, or you're worried about, you know, the other girls on social media or whatever. We're constantly comparing ourselves in this society. And if I've learned a lot of things in my spiritual awakening, but one of the major things I've learned in my journey, and this is why I don't talk about other coaches, and I find it so cringe when other people do, okay? The biggest thing I've learned is stay in your own fucking lane. Don't look right, don't look left. Only worry about you and what you're doing. And just know that you're perfect exactly the way that you are. You're where you need to be right now. There's nothing wrong with you, okay? You're on a journey and you're going through it beautifully, and I'm so proud of you. I just want to tell you, the only thing that I want you to never stop doing is to never give up on yourself. That's it. Don't look right, don't look left, don't compare. Okay, as long as you lead with love and you have a good heart, then you will always come out with exactly what you want. As long as you persist, you'll come out with exactly what you want. You'll come out on top, okay, and you're going to be happy while you're doing it. Because you can manifest, okay, your desires and still not be happy. You can manifest your desires and still be comparing yourself and still feeling less than and things of that nature, but you'll be on a constant hamster wheel of having to manifest. My goal when you do coaching with me, when you watch me, whether it's on YouTube, TikTok, or whatever platform, Instagram, that you stay in your own lane, you learn to love yourself, who you are, how you are, you learn to see yourself as the person who has it all in every area of their life. You don't compare yourself to other people, and you unconsciously reprogram your mind to be doing all these things, and to a point that it becomes choiceless to you. Okay, so what do I mean by choiceless? Choiceless is handing it to the divine intelligence or the God within, whatever resonates, your higher self, and saying, this is who I am. I am worthy, I'm deserving, I'm loved, I'm chosen, I'm constantly receiving, I'm living the life of my dreams, I'm living heaven on earth, and that's my self-identity. And I know that I wake up every day and I get out of bed, and that shows up for me because I'm handing it to the divine intelligence that I know is within me, and I know no matter what, it's always going to turn out better than I could have possibly expected or imagined, right? That's what I want from us, okay? And of course, if we want a person, of course, if we want money, of course, if we want a specific job, you can still manifest that, right? But I want the roots in the ground that I always talk about for you to predominantly be that man or woman or whatever pronoun that you identify with. That is my goal for myself, and that is my goal for you guys, okay? And I'm going to get into the next success story that I posted today. It's on my Instagram highlight. Her success story was over a period of time. So this particular woman is part of my group coaching, and she also did one-to-ones with me. And sipping some more tea before I move on. She also did a lot of one-to-ones with me, but her success story was not overnight, okay? When her person first reached out, it was like a simple, hey, how you doing? You know, and that's how I was when I first manifested my first person back, by the way. That's how it was. It was a simple, hey, how are you doing? And hers was on Snapchat, and ironically, mine was too. I didn't, that just came to me, sorry, so I had to throw the little 2 cents in. But it was just a little like, hey, how you doing? And then, you know, he'd reach out again a couple weeks later, and then a couple weeks later, and then there'd be like weeks of no contact, and she would have her doubts, okay? Because I was meeting with her weekly with my group, and I was meeting with her sometimes one-to-ones when she would have weeks where she was really doubting, but I basically would tell her the same thing, which is, it is done. Your only job every day is to wake up and feel good and persist in your end and focus on you and do things to make you happy. And she did. Over and over again, okay? There were days where she was literally so upset. This is in the beginning more so. Towards the end, she started to enjoy her life and, you know, everything unfolded. But in the beginning, there were days where she literally didn't want to get out of bed from anxiety. And she would get up, she would put on makeup, she would take pictures and do things that she's passionate about. And lo and behold, of course, because he has no choice, because it's spiritual law, he would come forward and he conformed more and more and more and more and more. And one of her biggest manifestations was for her to spend her birthday with him, which is coming up, okay? And she asked me about this months ago, okay? And they are actually she is spending her birthday with him. And funny thing is, guys, she bought the outfit for her birthday dinner with him way before this even happened, way before they had decided to spend her birthday together, when he was still kind of spotty with his communication. And she literally showed me a picture, and she was like, I can't wait to wear this dress with him. And, you know, I was like helping her pick out dresses and stuff. So yeah, you know, that's living in the end. She knew she was going to spend her birthday with him. It was one of her manifestations, and now it's coming into fruition. And now he's showing up consistently. He's super thoughtful. He's bringing her food. He's staying up late just to talk to her. She's the first person he talks to in the morning. Everything that she wanted, okay? And when I first started working with her, they were in no contact, and he told her that he was too young for a relationship and he wasn't ready. And she hadn't heard from him in 7 weeks. So we know she manifested the breakup, and just as she manifested the separation, she manifested him right back, and he's head over heels in love. And even his family members are now calling her his girlfriend. So those are 2 very different success stories, and that's why I tell you guys, you have to stay in your own lane. Don't look right, don't look left. You only worry about what you're doing. And if you are persisting in your end and you're not looking at the circumstances, you're not falling prey to them every day. And if you do, it's okay, because the only thing that matters is the present moment. But if you're predominantly waking up every day, deciding what you want, assuming that you already have it, doing things to make you happy, that you're passionate about, loving you and your life, and never giving up on yourself, you are going to get everything and anything that you have ever wanted. I promise you, okay? I've done it myself, okay? I used to be, well, I don't want to, okay, one of my clients told me that I talk too much about my old story when I try to relate to you guys, so I'm going to stop doing that. But I remember when I myself had a very anxious attachment style and would constantly be relying on a person to make me feel validated, good enough, and worthy, okay? And I'm no longer that person, okay? I've become so picky that it's extremely hard for anyone to maintain my interest. So, and I just focus on me. That's my new self-identity, and it's not arrogant. I feel so good about myself that I have no fear, especially when it comes to a person, client, my career, whatever the case may be. That's just who I am, okay? And I'm going to talk about, tomorrow we're going to talk about brain and heart coherence. I do have to go now because I have a session, but we're going to talk about one of the things that I've been doing lately. It's not so much law of assumption, it's a little quantum physics-y, but I want to start showing you guys that side of me, okay? Because Cher Bear has like this whole other spiritual side of her, and it truly works. So I'm going to talk about that tomorrow on my live. I will do a live countdown tomorrow so you guys know when I'm going live, because I really want you guys to hear this. I don't know the time yet. Depends on how my day goes, but I will be doing the countdown on TikTok. And if you guys want coaching with me, quantumleapdream.com, or you can DM me on Instagram if you have any questions. I do now have a link tree in my bio. So if you guys, everything Cher Bear, my YouTube channel, my Instagram, everything is connected there, including the link to book the session. And also, this live is going to be uploaded on YouTube. Thank you for all the follows and compliments. I love you all. I was reading them. I just wasn't responding because I was on such a tangent. I didn't want to lose my train of thought. So you guys are amazing. Nothing that you guys say to me never goes unnoticed. And you guys, I appreciate it. And I'm so grateful for you more than you could ever possibly know. And the things that you guys have said to me, like, literally have just changed my life more than you could ever possibly know. So I just want to express my gratitude. Like, you guys are me, I am you, everyone is consciousness. I love you. You guys are amazing. Have a good night.